Hey guys, what's going on? Chappy Lived All here with another showcase video for y'all today. And today I am showcasing, well, you probably already know because you saw that awesome intro that I edited. Today I'm showcasing yet another cardboard Captain America shield. Now, y'all probably already know this, but I love Captain America. I have been a fan of him since I was around 8 or 9. I've made several different versions of his shield, including that one from Endgame and my Wakandan shield. I had a Captain America shield AirPod case for my AirPods before I upgraded, and my Xbox gamer tag is inspired off of Captain America. Awesome, right? Now, I want to say that the cardboard Captain America shield is a staple on my YouTube channel, but it's not necessarily true because it's more of just like, it's just random miscellaneous cardboard stuff. The Hacksmith, on the other hand, he can say that his electromagnetic Captain America shield is a staple of his YouTube channel because that's his most popular video. Me, I'm just able to say that making cardboard shields is a fun little making and collecting hobby because there are several different versions of Cap Shield that are awesome, and I definitely want to make as many of them as I can. The Endgame one being a perfect example of that. One might say, in terms of making Captain America shields, is I can do that all day.
Yeah, I know.
So this is another Captain America shield, but this one is more unique because it's based off of the Marvel's Avengers video game back in 2020, which has its own unique design. Now, I've had my eyes set on this for a while, and it's been on my to-make list for about a year, and I finally got around to making it, and I'm going to explain why a little bit later in the video. Before we get into the showcase, as y'all know, I've made lots of Captain America shields, and what is awesome is that from the move from Washington to South Carolina, I actually managed to keep my original shields that I made when I was around 8 or 9 when I first watched Captain America: The First Avenger, which is roughly when I first fell in love with Captain America. And so I want to do a mini evolution of all the shields that I made, which includes those original ones, the one from my last evolution, and some of the newer ones as well. So join me as I take a trip down memory lane. So first up, we have this one, which is a very rough design from the first Avenger. I didn't have any images to go on. I was about 8 when I made this, but still pretty fun, and I made it more to my liking. Shortly after was this one, also from the first Avenger like this one, and again, not perfect, different design changes, but I still thought it was a fun one to make. The third one that I made is this one, and this is a more accurate version from the first Avenger, when I had images to look at, and I thought this was pretty cool. Many years later, when I was about 14 or 15, I made this one, my first 3D shield, and one I can actually hold on to and wear. And that one was also fun to make. Definitely hard because I had to make a circle and then close it in, but still fun. The first draft of the Wakandan shield gauntlets, and I made 2 of them. This was before Infinity War came out, and so I didn't really have any idea of what they were going to do or what they really looked like. There were very little images, but I still wanted to make them, and so I made these kind of like gauntlet versions. I don't think they're too half bad. Then next up, the one from Endgame, one of my personal favorites that I made, and this one is really cool because it has a handle on the back and then a gauntlet that you can wear with magnets to better hold the shield. The Wakandan shield second draft, and this one is fun because you can wear it, it expands, it has a really cool mechanism that I use. It's overall fun to have. Some honorable mentions that I have is this one, which is inspired off of Cap, but one more for my design. There's this metal one that I have that a family friend gave to me, which I used very much, as you can see. It's the first-ish draft of the new Wakandan shield that I made. The flaps are kind of broken, the design didn't really work out, but I was able to learn from my mistakes and make the one that actually works.
He's pretty good at that, right?
And there's my Captain America shield evolution. I told you I'm a little bit obsessed, right? Unfortunately, I can't show my Wakandan shield in person this video because it broke, which I guess is kind of expected to happen. I've had it for over a year, or for almost a year, and it has gone through... The rubber bands have gone through lots of tensions, and the sliders especially have gone through lots of tension as well. And when I was carrying that shield and a few others back into my garage to put them there, I was holding the Wakanda shield at a bad angle, and the wing peeled off, and then the fall damaged the front wing and the other wing, so now it is a little bit in disarray. So, yeah.
Well, that's not in one piece anymore.
But I am going to try to fix it. It's either going to be fixing it or making a new one with notes that I have from that one and my ballistic shield. I want to try to fix it, and hopefully it won't break again. But I'll keep you all updated on that, because that is a very special project of mine, and I would hate to lose that. But without much more rambling, let's go ahead into the showcase. So here is my new Captain America shield made out of cardboard. Now this one was fun for a couple different reasons. One, I got to make this version of Cap Shield, which is from the Avengers video game, and it came out really awesome. And second of all, this was the first one where I got to implement a more common construction method of making Cap Shield, which I'll go ahead and talk about real quick. So, on the back, you'll see that there are a bunch of triangles. This is the common construction method for cardboard Captain America shields. You would cut out a triangle, you would bend it, and then you would cut out more triangles and glue them together to basically make a circle shield shape. It's concave, and it all meets into the center. Afterwards, you would take pieces, you would cut out more like curved, round pieces, and put them around to make the different rings of the shield and eventually get to the point of the star. Now, I did part of that according to template plans. I did use a template for the triangles of the shield, one that Sean's Crafts had on his channel when he made a Captain America shield. So Sean, if you're watching this, thanks for the template. And so I did that, but this is where things got a little more hectic, shall we say. The rest of this was no templates, and involved a DIY building method that honestly I still can't believe actually worked. So what I did was, once I had my little round circle shield thing, I took a rectangular piece of cardboard and lightly glued it around here. And then I did like a rough sketch of the ring lines on that piece. And I did it for the next few lines, the next few rings as well. And then I took it off, I cut them out, and then I had DIY rings. It had to be separate pieces, but rings nonetheless. So I cut out another version of this because it's the same size, and then I cut out almost another one, but a little smaller from here to here. And so then I did the same thing for the other ones. For the white one, it was kind of easy because it's basically the same shape, just different size. And then the smaller red ones, I had to do a little differently because the rectangular piece of cardboard that I had didn't cover the whole inner red ring, so I had to cut out a few small pieces to compensate for that. And then I got to the star, which was probably my favorite part of making this project. So this might have been the first one that I got to implement measurements, especially on a larger scale. And so with a measuring tool, I was able to measure out a star, cut it out, and then make a smaller one to glue on top of it. Now, unfortunately, because of how rough these things were, it was a little hard for me to fit the blue pieces into it. And so I had to do kind of like a rough trace and then trim them so that they would fit, which was a little bit difficult, but as you can see, it came out all right. So I don't really need to worry about it anymore. And then all of this, all the front is acrylic painted. As much as I wanted to spray paint it, make it look more professional-ish, I was worried about having to painter's tape all the rings, spray paint one of them, then spray paint another ring, and then have the fear of either pulling off paint or spray painting on another ring. So I just acrylic painted it to be safe, and it came out much better. And now for the back. So the back has a gauntlet on it, and it does not detach, but it's fine. It's still a shield. And I'm gonna take my watch off real quick because it kind of interferes with the brace. So you can slip the shield on like so. This is one of the few wearable things that I've made that actually fits my arm, and it feels really nice too. Handle is also pretty sturdy. This thing I want to talk about because you might notice there are some magnets on here. These can easily come apart. I'm going to explain why they do in a little bit, but in the meantime, it would be kind of like a way of like if your arm can't fit in there, you could open them, put your arm in, close the brace, and there you go. Otherwise, you just be able to slip your arm in and you'd be fine. The original design that I was going to do for this was have like the brace part be somewhere like kind of like at this angle, but without the bigger flaps, just kind of a smaller one, and I'd be wearing a little gauntlet brace on my arm with magnets on it, or like something magnetic on it, so that way it could attach to the brace. But when I went to look at the pictures for doing that, I noticed that, I'll put up the picture for y'all, I noticed that the kind of like holder bit kind of looked like something that closed around the arm. I don't know for certain if that is if that actually happens, because there are little to no reference images of this shield, aside from what you could find and screenshot in the campaign, which is what I did. Then it looked like it was something that could close, and then I had the idea of making the kind of hinge folding brace thing, which is how I came up with this. And works pretty well. Now another thing I want to mention real quick is that this cannot be thrown. Well, I mean it can. I tried throwing it and it actually went pretty well. But it cannot bounce back. But guess what? I'm probably going to do something like that in the future. With my own cardboard stuff, of course. Jake Laser made a version with like carbon fiber and fiberglass and stuff. And that was able to bounce back, and I thought that was cool. But I have a few ideas for how I might be able to do that with a lot more on-hand materials. But that's for another time. So now I'm going to talk about why I made this. I mean, aside from personal enjoyment. I am moving into my college dormitory soon on the 13th. Originally I thought I was bringing one of my shields with me, but then I thought it'd be cool to take that opportunity and make a new one to display in my room. This is the one that I'm going to display, but you might be wondering how I'm going to do that, because as you can see, there's not really any like holding mechanisms outside of the handle, but that would just be kind of bulky. Well, to explain that, I'm going to show y'all the second part of the project. So this is a case that I made specifically for my new Captain America shield. Now this is a box that I made myself from other boxes. This did not already exist. I had to make it, which was a little hard, but still came out pretty well. Everything is pretty glued together, and this part, this frame, opens up so you can put the shield. That's fine. You can put the shield in there, and as you can see, this is you can put your arm through it. There's no glass there. It is all fine. And there's magnets that keep it closed, because you wouldn't want your shield falling out, would you? So I'm going to show you what it looks like in here. I'm going to take my shield, open these, open the box, put the shield in, close the box, and there you go. You got yourself a birthday cake. Kind of. I showed it to my parents, and my mom said that it was like you had a cake in the box, which now she said it, I can't stop seeing it like that, because it does actually look really much like that. Unfortunately though, can't eat it. This is what it looks like in the box, and it looks really cool. And so what's going to happen is, for the box, I'm going to have command strips on it, and I'm going to put it on the wall, and assuming it's not too heavy, it'll stay on the wall for the time that I'm living in my dorm, and be a nice display of a symbol of strength and courage. And this video is probably going to come out before I move in, but I will post a small little update video, hopefully, when I'm putting the shield up, and show everyone what it looks like. I'm gonna pull it out real quick. So that's the shield. So before we wrap up the video, there's a little announcement that I want to share with y'all real quick that's related to me moving into my college dorm very soon. And that is that this is going to be the last video on my channel for a little while in terms of props and stuff. And that it's because, like, college is a new experience for me. I've never done this before. I've heard lots of stories, some good, some bad. And chances are it might be busy for the first couple weeks because it's all new territory. I'm hoping it won't be so busy that I will have like no time to do videos. I'm hoping there will be some free time. But for the first few weeks, I'm just going to play it safe and prepare for me having no time. I do still want to do videos every now and then of like maybe updates in college. If like something cool pops up, I might want to do a video about that. I do have a ranking video lined up. I just need to wait for Black Panther Wakanda Forever to come out because it is going to be a Phase 4 movie ranking video. Since I did a TV show, tier list for all Phase 4, I want to do a movie list of Phase 4 as well. There might be a few videos of those down the line, but prop-wise and pretty much content-wise in general for a while, this is going to be the last video on my channel. I definitely don't want to stop YouTubing because, like making stuff out of cardboard, YouTubing is also something that I am passionate about. And so I definitely want to keep making videos for y'all, especially videos that y'all might like my unboxing video, which somehow did surprisingly well. So yeah, this is going to be the last video for a while, but I promise I won't be gone for too long. Hopefully. I have a few small projects that I want to do, maybe another big... I still have a big project down the line that I want to do. I just don't know how much time I'm going to have for it because, again, college. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for the support that y'all have given me over the past couple of years when I've actually had time. It means a lot to me that y'all are interested in these videos, and I hope y'all still will be, because being a YouTuber is really awesome. So, if you guys enjoyed this video and really liked this Captain America shield, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn notifications on, and share this video around with someone who you think might be interested to see my new Captain America shield, which was really awesome to make. Again, last video for a while, but I probably will be doing smaller videos over the next few weeks or the next couple months. And right now I don't know what my next project is going to be, so I can't definitively say when the next prop showcase is going to be, but hopefully it will be somewhere down the line because I love doing it. Until next time, I'm Chappy Lipdahl, and I'll see you guys in the next video.